I have not seen it in probably 7 years.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for turning out for this monumentous occasion here. For the first time in FPHL history in 16 years, there's a joint press conference with the AHL team, and no better place than to do it than Binghamton, New York. My name is Brooks Hill, Director of Media Relations and Broadcasting for the Binghamton Black Bears, two-time defending Commissioner Cup champion. We're very thankful our friends from up I-81, the Syracuse Crunch, proud affiliate of the Tampa Bay Lightning, are joining us here inside the Vision Veterans Memorial Arena Credit Union Arena here today. We're so thankful for a very special announcement. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Andreas Johansson and Jim Sarosy from the Syracuse Crunch and Binghamton Black Bears. So, guys.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. All right. Great seeing everybody back here. Hope everybody's had a great summer, short as it may have been. I think last time I saw some of you, and I was in this room, it was kind of thick with smoke and champagne and beer, and it was a great night. And we're actually only a month away today from our opener on October 10th. So if you don't have your ticket, please go ahead and get it. You know, it's going to be a sold-out night. Another banner racing. It's kind of been an annual thing for us here, and we have every intention to keep that going. We have a great team coming back this year again. A couple new guys. The core of the team from last year is still very much intact. We're on the business side, we're up over 1,200 season ticket holders, which is about a quarter of the capacity of the building, and we're so thankful and blessed to be in this building. And this city, the hockey community, the business community, everybody, it's thanks to all of you guys that the Black Bears are able to do what we've been able to do. I know when we came in initially, one thing that we always said we're going to do is anything we can do to grow the game of hockey in general, do something for the fans, or for the bigger community. We're always going to try to do that. And I would say from the beginning, and especially over the last 2 years, we've had a great relationship and work together with the Crunch, where I believe every Monday, or most Mondays, our goalies go out there for practice, and we have some other exchange of information, and we've been working together on a number of things, and we've really become very, very friendly with each other and working together. And this year, we're happy to say that an opportunity presented itself to host a preseason game here for the Crunch, October 3rd. Going to be playing Utica Devils, of all teams are coming to town. So, yeah, how about that? I don't want to get too much into the ticketing side because, frankly, I'm going to probably mess it up. But I do know all of our season ticket holders, and same with all the Crunch season ticket holders, are going to get a certain period of time to 48-hour period to buy one ticket or buy as many tickets as you want through the website, just using a code, which is going to start immediately today. From Friday, the tickets are going to go on general sale. We're just excited. Like, we're getting really close with the Crunch, like we said, and you know, upstate New York, we try to always work together. So we're really excited for this, and I hope for our fans. It's been 6 years now since you had AHL, and hopefully you don't miss it too much, but maybe a little bit. You know, come out for a game. I think it's last game before you start the season? Yeah, so like you're going to see the guys that are probably going to be making the roster there. So it's a great opportunity for us to bring something new here. It's a great opportunity for the Crunch to come down here, and hope you guys will enjoy it. So I'm going to let Jim kind of give you some details, but you know, we're grateful. We're grateful to the arena, the county, everybody that's helping us make this game happen. Our front office, the Crunch front office, working together. So should be a great game. October 3rd, 7 o'clock start. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Andreas. Boy, does it feel good to be back in this building. We were talking over the last 2 weeks, just all the memories as this kind of came together that we've had as an organization. I'm a little bit on the dinosaur side. I've been with the Crunch for 31 of the 32 years. Between Lucas and I and Megan and our staff, we're well into the hundreds in terms of games in this building, and the stories we're flowing, talking about it. So we're very proud to be back. So the background to it was there's been a decent amount of construction and renovations to our building. There was an opportunity to go off-site, and I couldn't think of a better building that is AHL ready, keeping everything up to speed as it does, even as all of our requirements continue to change. And boy, every year it's getting bigger and bigger with plays and safeties and medical stuff, and Binghamton came right to the forefront there. So, like Andreas said, just to echo that, over the last couple of seasons, we've been working with Brant Sherwood and having the goalies come up and practice on our development days, and I've really enjoyed that relationship, especially the passion that he shows for hockey, getting to know their goaltenders and kind of that whole food chain up to the next level. So I phoned him, and we were then turned over to Chris Marion, who I can't thank enough for helping make this game happen with Broome County and as the general manager in this building. It's been as seamless as anything that we've done. And as you guys know, if you know anything from the Crunch history, we like big events. We go off-site a lot. We haven't been off-site recently. Oswego was the last time when they built their new building, and Carrier Dome, outdoor games. We're up for it and everything. And boy, did he make it easy to work here. And then the next part of it was, how is it all going to work financially? And that's where Tim Strong and Vision's Federal Credit Union came in, and we couldn't ask for a better partner there. So it came all 48 hours. It really came together. And then the last piece was Andreas, and I got a yes every step of the way. You know, when can we do this? But I was so nervous to ask if we can take over his locker room. And look, you know, just the fact that they're opening their arms to us to come down here has been something. So, and then of course Tom Mitchell, right? Tom served as a mentor to our owner, Howard Dolgan. He'd be remiss if I didn't say that. When we first came into the league in '94, Tom was here, and I'm sure the phone was ringing quite a bit from Howard to you. And how do I and what do I? And boy, did he help. He's played a big role in making the Crunch what they are today. And then once he kind of, you know, embraced this game as well too, then it was a no-brainer. That's when we signed off, and here we come. And the fact that we're playing Utica only helps, right? We hope. We're hoping a lot of boos there, and a lot of cheers here. So just very thankful for this opportunity to come down. And I just wanted to also mention two of our athletes. One of our athletes, Steven Santini, who played a couple parts of 2 seasons here when he was part of the Devils organization, and then Tyson Kirkby, who's the captain and assistant coach.
Yes.
Okay, for Binghamton. So we're currently working on getting them up for a day in our training camp as well too, just to kind of keep that synergy going between the organizations. So no, we're real excited. So ticket info, 3 o'clock, 48-hour pre-sale for 4 groups: the Comets groups, the Black Bear season ticket holders, the Crunch season ticket holders, and then Vision Federal Credit Union members will have a 48-hour pre-sale at a reduced rate of $15. The one addition to that is that rate for Vision members carries through right until puck drop. So they really stepped up on this. Their members are going to get that extra benefit. Tickets go on sale to the general public at 3 o'clock on Friday with a price tag of $20 anywhere near it. All right, more to come.
Chris?
No. Under the gun?
You want to?
Oh.
We would love Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah.
You left notes here. For some reason, this room looks familiar. There's a little more green in it now than we've had red, we've had blue, a new rug, but still looks great. Never thought I'd be back in the arena participating in another press conference, but a month or so ago I got a phone call from my good friend Howard Dolgan, and he asked me, do you think Binghamton would entertain a preseason game? And I said, well, I think they would. And I said, it depends on whether they have ice in the arena or not. I called Chris, and he said, yeah, we're putting it in the exact right time. So the stars lined up, and based on this event today, looks like they got all the T's crossed, the I's dotted, and things are moving ahead. So first of all, I'd like to commend Howard, Jim, and Vance for getting this event underway. I'd also like to commend the Black Bears, Andreas and Chris, for supporting this event. I think that people in the community will appreciate it. I know that it'll be an opportunity for people all throughout the southern tier, if word gets out there, to see an AHL game, and most of you probably already all know that the American Hockey League is the top of the development leagues in all of hockey, and I think what they will see here is some young people. A lot of times preseason games get poo-pooed a little bit, but they're very serious events for especially the 36 guys, 18 on each team or so, that are dressed out there, because every shift is a career shift at that point in their growth. So it's serious. They can be very spirited, lots of testosterone. They can be very interesting games. This year, the American Hockey League will be celebrating its 90th anniversary. And I'm thought back, Binghamton hasn't been there for all those 90 years, but they've been there for a lot of those years. And there's a lot of history here that goes way back. And so I think people will react to it. As I mentioned to Jim, one of the things we need to do was the media needs to get the word out there. And you have to use your people to make sure that happens. Because I think people will, you're going to see some of the top players that will be in Tampa in a year or two. And the other team too, can't mention their name. But you'll see some great players. So I want to make sure that the word gets out there. When I'm out and about in our community, I'm often asked, do you think the American League will ever be back in Binghamton? Well, I don't have a crystal ball, and nobody else does either. But things change, and who knows? The NHL's talking about expanding again. There are 32 teams in the NHL, there are 32 teams in the American League, and everybody's got a home. But American League teams travel through Binghamton every day of the year, all season long, and I think we could augment a lot of the teams around here if we had the opportunity. Currently, that opportunity is not there. And the Black Bears have done a great job here in the, was it 4 years now, I guess?
Yes.
4 years. Done a great job here. The fans are showing up, and I don't expect that to change. So, trying to think. I don't think there's anything else really that I can in my notes here, but I don't want to get into the future too much because I don't know. There's nothing imminent in case anybody's worried or expect me to launch some kind of something that's not true. Right now, everybody's got a home, so as far as I know, but I don't know everything. So anyway, thanks very much for inviting me today, and I hope this is a success, and a lot of it will be on your shoulders. We need to get the word out there, and I think people will really enjoy seeing some top-notch hockey with, like I said, a lot of testosterone and stress, and I remember those days years ago. So thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming in today. I wanted to just look back. It wasn't that long ago that this building and buildings like it around the world were closed down due to COVID. In relatively short notice, we learned that we were losing our AHL team. We didn't really know where we were going to go. At that time, we were known as the Floyd L. Maines Veterans Memorial Arena, as you know, and that deal was also coming to an end. We were really fortunate to come into an agreement, into a partnership with not only Andreas Johansson and what became the Binghamton Black Bears, but also Visions Federal Credit Union, to really bring us out of that. Since that time, the Black Bears have really checked every single box, both on and off the ice. The players' performance on the ice, you can see it in the results and the banners that hang from the arena. The players off the ice, the coaching, the players, their connection with the community, they really are a team that truly believes that this community is where they belong, and they really engage with the fans to a level you've never really seen before. Visions is the same way. No matter what we need, Tim Strong is minutes away from making it happen, as well as all the rest of the staff. so with them, we're able to bring in events like this and dozens of others. With the way the Black Bears have performed, the crowds that they draw, the performance that they've had, we've been able to obtain the resources that we need from the county to maintain this building at a high level, at an AHL ready level. So I'd like to again thank the Broome County Executive, the Broome County Legislature for funding this building at the levels they do to maintain it in a way that we can have someone call 2 weeks in advance and say we want to host an AHL level preseason game at your building, and we can do it without missing a beat. So again, a lot of people to thank for making this happen, but we're really excited to host this game. We're excited to have the teams back in here. Again, I don't remember the exact detail, maybe Tom does, but I think it was March 7th of 2020, the Devils were playing the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in the middle of a multi-game winning streak and starting to sell out buildings when it all came to a halt.
Yeah.
Right? We still remember that winning streak, and we still remember getting a notice that the team wasn't coming back. But that is a lot easier to forget about when you have a team that performs like the Black Bears, and you have players like Tyson Kirkby who give their all for this team, this community. Coach Sherwood doing everything that he does to make this team as good as it is. And then having Tom Mitchell still here to connect us with the AHL players in the market to see what we can host here. And it's not just limited to sports. Putting ourselves on the map for this game is a big thing, but it also brings more attention to Binghamton, to the arena, and who knows where it goes from there. But having a game like this allows us to get the resources we need to do other things that we're doing, like hosting the state basketball championships and so on. So again, very thankful for everyone here, for all of you for covering the Black Bears and covering this game and everything you're going to do in the future. Again, thank you all for coming today, and we're excited to host this in just a few weeks.
Thank you, Chris and Tom, Jim, and Andreas. At this time, we'd like to open it up for questions for our Binghamton media friends. If you have a question for anybody from the Syracuse side of things, if you're just identify yourself and your affiliation, that would be great. Let's see, Bob, you're the first one here, so you get the first question.
What I would like to know, either from Andreas or Jim, why Binghamton? Why bring this game here to Binghamton? What was attractive for either one of you guys to agree and come together to have a game here?
Is it? Thank you, Bobby. I think Jim really has to answer that one, but I think the basic requirement is we have ice in our building on that date. I think that probably has something to do with it.
I would say a little bit. I don't want you to cut yourself short.
No,
in a good way,
Yeah.
in a healthy way. I mean, there's always options. We've looked at a lot of the universities. They come after us a lot. Like I mentioned, we go before the Colgates. There's other options. We've looked at Cornell in the past and everything, but when we found out we had a need, this was a no-brainer, and a lot of that it's really twofold. It's because of what Chris has done to this building to maintain it and keep it at the stand. This is seamless. This is not normal. The league turns down games in other buildings all the time. There's requirement after requirement. It's not like it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. The regulations, and I get it, there's safety and everything. And then the second part of that is because of the success that Andreas and his staff had. This is a vibrant hockey market. And then from a Crunch point of view, not to come across to you and stand up, like we like to think of ourselves not only as a central New York team, we're definitely a kind of a whole upstate team, like with Northern New York, the Southern Tier. Now that there is an American Hockey League, we want to be the Southern Tier's American Hockey League team. That being said, in conjunction with Andreas and what he did. So it really, I use the word no-brainer about choosing Binghamton, and it's because of these two gentlemen why that's happening.
Jim, just to follow up, you also understand probably the importance of this press conference. This is the first time that an NHL-based affiliated team has ever held a press conference with the Fed. The Fed is trying to grow. They're going into their 16th season. Do you understand the importance and the legacy of this kind of event happening in the cooperation between the two organizations?
Yeah, it hasn't gone unnoticed on my part. I'm not naive to that fact, but it's something that I'm diving, and the Crunch are diving straight into. It's something we're proud of them. I'm remiss, I don't know the exact number of teams in the league, but boy, is this the Banner City. And I hear it a lot when I go on the road with everything, and you can see the success that they've had. So with Tampa Tampa and Syracuse, it's what's best, and this is the best in the Federal Hockey League. So from that lens, it's a no-brainer to be associated with them, and that's something we take very serious as well.
Thank you.
I have actually a follow-up question.
Going back.
Talk a little bit about the competition. Like you said, there's a couple teams in the state of New York. You got Rochester, you got Utica. Why Utica, and what, I guess just in simple terms, why play Utica?
Yeah,
here in-
historically, which changing on a dime, we've always played kind of a little round robin with Rochester, Utica, and Syracuse. There was some management change in Rochester and Buffalo, so that kind of put them on the sidelines for a little bit. So Utica is our natural preseason opponent. I'd like to say that it was all planned because of maybe the animosity. I don't want to put words in people's mouth that the organization left here, but we're going to dive into that as well too. Utica is our number one enemy. As much as we love their staff, we obviously that's a team that we want to beat all. So that's how that one all came about. Rochester, they were just trying to figure out everything with all those changes, and that's nothing out of the ordinary. It's always been Utica.
All right, if that is everything, we'd like to thank you guys for coming out. Big celebration, the preseason game here inside the Veterans Memorial Arena. Again, that's going to be Friday, October 3rd. It'll be the Syracuse Crunch hosting the Utica Comets in AHL preseason. We're very thankful to have Tyson Kirkby and Steven Santini here joining us. Steve did play with the Binghamton Devils once upon a time ago, so he's back in his old locker room with just a little bit of a different color change going on. They're going to pose quickly for some pictures real quick, and then if anybody wanted to go off and ask some questions one-on-one style, we're going to allow that for a short amount of time because these guys do have to get back home to Syracuse, and as you can imagine, traffic on I-81 is always backed up. So again, thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate it, and go Black Bears, and also go Crunch.